Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. This one is a portulacaria afra lilliput. I've done a few videos on this one, but it just kind of shows, how fast they grow. So I just try to bring you along for the journey. Each time I do maintenance on the trees, just so you can kind of see the progress. How long it takes or how short it takes to develop a tree, and then just kind of watch the journey of the tree as it grows. So today we're just going to do some light pruning to get it back into the profile shape and kind of look to see if we can start developing some pads on this guy, some different layers and texture throughout the top of it. Not sure we're going to be able to get there today, but that's the long-term goal anyway, to see if we can get enough mass on top to do that. But just start by taking these shoots back to kind of a rough profile, and then we'll go back and do a little more fine tuning on it. So you can tell it's pretty happy where it's at on the bench outside in the sunshine. Putting on a lot of new growth. What I'm doing here is I'm looking, through the side of it just to make sure I'm keeping the front and back balanced. So as it's kind of turned sideways to the camera, it's straight on for me. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it just like that, just kind of looking at both sides and pruning back anything that I see sticking out from the profile that I'm aiming for. From the back, this looks like it's going down a lot farther than when you look at it from the front. You don't really notice that, but I think it is too far down. Took some length off of that last time, I think, because it was getting a little too long, and then when the growth would come on, it would get heavy and just start bringing that down. So I think last time I looked at this tree, this side over here was resting on the pot, so that's why I shortened it, just so it didn't droop as much. I may have to shorten it again, but what kind of branches I've got this branch that's coming out, and this one coming out. I think that's good for today. This branch is hanging down. It's been bugging me, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that back. Just thinning out some of these leaves that are growing along the trunk. These leaves that are pointing down, I'm just picking those off. And I mentioned it before, it's just something that I like, just to keep the bottom of the pads or the bottom of the tree a little flatter looking. And when the leaves are hanging down, sometimes it just generates that little jagged look, and I don't like that. So that's why I take off some of the downward facing leaves. I don't think we're quite ready to create some depth and pads in here yet, but we're getting close. Some of this is thickening up and developing some branches in there, so I think we're getting closer each time, so that's going to be good once we get to doing that. Maybe take some of that back now, just to kind of create that little opening. Just thin out some of that so the sun gets down to these interior branches. That's the goal, is to where you can kind of see this opening here. I just want that a little more pronounced, but I've just got to get the tree a little bit bigger overall, and then we'll be able to do that. Just thinning out some of these leaves and internal here. Just opening that up. Some of these branches that are pointing straight up, I can get rid of those. Yeah, because I've got some interior branch structure in there that we can use to create these different pads, so that's going to be nice once we can get there. Not quite ready to get that development done, but a couple more pruning sessions, we may be able to start doing that. Thin out some of this interior growth. Yeah, it's starting to look good. You can kind of see what I'm looking for on this tree. See this gap opening up in here? I think once it gets a little bit bigger and a little more mature, that we'll be able to start opening gaps like that, and then still keep that profile that I'm looking for, but just kind of create some layers and just a little more interest in this. Yeah, it's looking good. This is getting into that refinement stage to where it just takes a little bit to do some of this more delicate pruning in there to open up the tree. Create that little extra level of interest with the branch structure and the different layers of foliage. This is turning into quite a nice little tree. It's about a year in development from a cutting from nursery stock, so it's looking pretty good. I think with that, we'll just leave that one there for today. Trunk's thickening up, getting nice rough woody texture to it. That's nice. All right, I think that'll do it on this one today. I'll give you a quick spin around. There's the front, there's the left side, there's the back, right side, and back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.